One. Hello, greetings and salutations, listeners. So I was eating some toast the other day, and I got to thinking. You know, toast is a lot. Toast, it's very versatile because when you say toast, it could be inferring, to make a toast, to clink two glasses filled with liquid together, right, in a exclamatory and or celebratory manner, so as to indicate a what's the verbiage I'm searching for here, so as to indicate an agreed upon notion, typically pertaining to some sort of philosophical or perhaps, some, just basically any sort of quandary, a toast to a toast to something, a toast to friends old and new, a toast to the future, a toast to, you know like this guy over here, basically, you could, if it exists, you can toast to it. Basically, that's just a general rule of thumb. And I know what you're thinking, well, and when I say that, I know I sound like a psychic or something, but it's a figure of speech, But when you're thinking, rule of thumb, well, what are the other rules? Do any of the other fingers have rules? Well, that's a good question, which deserves a good answer. In fact, a better answer than I'm able to provide because I don't know. As far, not as far as I know, I've heard of rule of thumb. I haven't heard of rule of pinky, rule of index finger, rule of middle finger, rule of, I actually forget what a ring finger, I think. Um, is there another one? How many fingers? There's five fingers, right? Yeah. Yeah. Well, let me see. Thumb, this one, this one. One, two. Yeah, five fingers. So that's only, see, that would be a 1 in 5 chance that if you randomly choose a finger that it's going to have rules associated with it. So that's a 20% chance. So, the next time someone asks you to pick a finger at random, you got to be prepared for that 20% chance that you're going to pick one that has rules attached to it. Because the thumb has so many rules. Like the amount of rules of thumbs that there are, it's there's a lot of rules regarding to it, but that is one thing. Um, where was I? Oh, toast. Yes. So that's one definition of toast. Um, but that's not the definition that I meant when I said ate a piece of toast, because to the best of my knowledge, as far as I'm aware, one is not able to eat a toast. You know, one may eat toast, but may not eat a toast, if that makes any sense. So I did not eat a toast, but I did eat toast. I ate a piece of toast, or would that be a slice of toast? Well, we go by slices of bread, right? And toast is basically bread. So toast is just toasted bread. So wouldn't anything that goes in a toaster become toast then? Like if you put Pop Tarts in a toaster, or bagels, or a bagel in a toaster, or something like that, does it then become toast? I don't understand. Can toast only be when bread goes in a toaster? Like it just has to be, regular bread. I mean, it can be flavored bread, I suppose. But where do you draw the line then? Because if you allow flavored bread, you should be allowed a bagel. But no, it's just called a bagel. It's just a toasted bagel. Well, I guess it has toast in the name. Toasted because it's been through the toaster. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even think the thumb has a rule for this one. But the point is, you know, you get you know the so toast a slice. I'm gonna go with slice of toast because it's bread. So bread is measured in slices. Well, not weight or volume wise. I mean like in terms of what I mean. So the toast. I ate a slice of toast. That is a factual statement. I'm not making this up for the sake of content. I never do that. All of this is completely legitimate. All of the quandaries that I discuss on here are actual things that I come up with on the spot. I'm not scripting this. None of this is pre-rehearsed. I don't even know the topic until I start talking. Um, but I'm not making any of this up. Not exaggerating it. These are legitimately things that I am curious about, and that I am sort of debating out loud. I guess you could say. But yeah. So I ate a slice. Well, no, I've heard people say piece of toast. All right, I'm gonna go with slice. I think slice is the proper correct way. Is the proper word to use in this context. So, a slice of toast. Now, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong on this, and you can do research on this when you wake up, if you want. If you want to, set a reminder for yourself, you know, maybe get up 5 minutes earlier than you were going to, or something, just to make sure you get you get this settled once and for all. Whether it would be called a piece of toast or a slice of toast. But I'm on team slice, team S. So, I'm gonna say a slice of toast. Okay, so I ate a slice of toast the other day, and I mean, it wasn't. I guess I have to go into detail now. I've committed to the topic, I suppose. So, yeah, I mean, it wasn't just any toast though. It was called Texas toast, and you may have heard of it. Texas toast. It's like garlic bread, I guess you can. I think. Yeah, I think it's garlic bread. I'm a fan of garlic. I'm a garlic enthusiast. Garlic is a natural mosquito repellent, so that's cool. That's one of the main things for it, but it's also it's also healthy. It's got a bunch of health benefits and stuff. So garlic's good. It's cool. The only drawback is it sort of unfreshens one's breath, but no worries. Just products for that: Listerine, Lifesavers, mints. You'll be all right. But I put garlic in my salad and such, and you know, but yeah. So it's basically garlic bread. I don't know why it's called Texas toast. Like, I mean, the slice is certainly. Did I say that? Did I pronounce that right? I don't think so. Let me try that again. I don't know why it's called Texas toast though, because the slices certainly aren't shaped like the state of Texas. So I mean, did they originate in Texas? Yeah, that's hard to say. They might have, but I think it's more likely that they originated somewhere that's not Texas, like maybe California, or New York, or somewhere in that general area. And the non-Texas United States, and the upper 47. But you know that it's like you know it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's satire then, or or what. But I mean, I've never been to Texas personally, so I can't say for sure either way. But if any of you listeners have been to Texas, especially if you live in Texas, that would be even more useful information. If you know the backstory behind Texas toast, is it sold there? Is it more popular there than other parts of the United States? And if you have any particular history. Now, obviously, I'm supposed to be putting you to sleep right now, so don't keep yourself up by typing a comment now. But like I said, if you want to get up 5 minutes earlier, or if you want to do the piece slice debate plus this, maybe get up 10 minutes earlier then, or whatever, and do that, and also leave a comment about Texas toast and its origins, and just be a miniature Wikipedia basically for me, if you can. That's because that's one thing I think fans are good for. Listeners. I'm not saying that's all you're good for or anything like that. I don't think any of you individually are one-trick ponies, so to speak. Um, but yeah, we're just gonna. I don't know about Texas toast, to be honest. I mean, I like it. I like the taste of it. Um, but I mean, it's garlic bread, I think. Somewhere in that general area. Somewhere something along those lines. And you're probably thinking, or you might be thinking, well, what kind of lines? What kind of lines are those? And to that I say, well, what a sharp whippersnapper you are there. Well, I mean, let's go through process of elimination here. And I know these sentences may have a sort of negative connotation, but I think in some instances it's warranted, and I think in a case such as this, it's arguably necessary. I'd be willing to go out on a limb to make that argument, possibly a foot, possibly a hand, or a foot. Like, there is something afoot. There is something with a foot in this room, and that would be me. I have a foot. That's a fun fact. Well, it can be fun, I suppose. It's a fact that pairs well with fun. So you could use fun as the dipping sauce. Basically, it's the accessory. It's like the add-on. It's the side. But so yeah, process of elimination. It's not ledger lines. Um, it's not the sidelines. Um, it's not it's not red lines. It's not flat lines. It's not chorus lines. It's not uh, I've run out of lines here. Dialogue lines, I suppose. Types of lines. What else? What other types of lines are there? If you want to participate in this, get up 5 minutes early. Get up 15 minutes early. And participate in all three of these things here. Um, what other types of lines are there? I know there's a lot more. Just trying to figure out what they are exactly. The last one left, is the kind of line that it is. Well, I think I'm just about running out of material here. But oh, what's this? A phone call. Wonder who it could be from. Ah, yes, according to the caller identification system, it is the one and only Figurative Frank. Alright, caller, you are on the air. Figurative Frank. How are you doing? Oh, on the air, you say, huh? Yes, sir. Oh, so I'm on top of the air. You sure I'm not in the air? I beg your pardon? You mean in flight? Um, are you currently undergoing a flight simulation uh, experiment? No, no, nothing of the sort. But, you know, 360 degrees around me, you'll find air. So I'm in the air, right? Because it's air in all directions. If I was on the air, it would imply that I was on top of the air. Well, I don't know about that, Frank, because, you don't have to be, you don't have to be, on top of something to be on it. You know how, like, sometimes people will say, oh, this guy is on it tonight. It doesn't necessarily mean on top of. Well, yeah, I mean, I think it kind of has its origination from, like, on top of it, like, to keep on top of it, stay on the ball, so to speak. I think they're all perhaps slightly variant branches of the same general tree. I don't know, Frank. I think they're pretty much different trees in the same forest. I you know I think well, those are all just that's all semantics as far as I'm concerned. It's just about what's classified as a branch, what is considered a tree. I mean, we could be here all night if we're gonna do that kind of stuff. I was not planning on that. I came here because I thought there would, I was gonna be supplemented with a nice, healthy debate, such as I typically enjoy taking part in. And so far, it's been somewhat of a delivery on that, that that you know, so. But I must say though, I am a bit disappointed in the sort of lack of debate that's occurring here. What do you mean? What do you mean lack of debate? Been having a lot of debate because oh, how so? Well, I mean, first of all, you asked me. I mean, there was that whole thing about the trees and the branches and the forest and all that stuff. I mean, I would consider that a debate. Hmm. I mean, do you mean the whole episode or just the phone call? Because you know, if we're going the whole episode, then I can bring up maybe like uh whatever happened earlier. You know, the bread. Whatever I told the listeners to get up 15 minutes early for. Let's see, was the bread the slice versus piece debate is the same thing. I know I made it sound like two separate things there, but those are both one and the same. Um, and the uh, so garlic. Oh, the Texas toast origin story. and the third was about lines. Well, that's not really a debate, is it? I mean, it's not like, you're presenting two opposing viewpoints and then, arriving at a logical conclusion based on, facts and evidence and such for one of the two particular options previously established. Like, those are sort of just open-ended questions. Well, I don't know. I mean, I think the slice and toast thing is a prime example of a debate, because there's two options there. Okay, yeah, I see your point there. All right, I'll give you that one, but what about the others? I mean, those are open-ended things. Oh well, I guess you're right. Well, I mean, when all is said and done, you still got this show to run here that you're doing, so it's pretty good. It's great actually. It's wonderful, and I highly recommend that you keep up exactly what you're doing already, and why don't you just go ahead and increase it by tenfold, because that's what we're looking for. The world needs a superhero. They need a real one, not the ones you see in the movies. We need, and I don't mean a hero, I mean a superhero. So if you're gonna be what this town has been calling for ever since the removal of the previous governor, well then you're gonna want to hold on to this one, because let me tell you, got quite the doozy out there. When you take that first step out of the monorail. Well, let's just say if you got a jetpack or something, it's probably gonna be the last step you take for either your life and or a long while. But firstly, that's all semantics as far as I'm concerned. And secondly, my time is up here. You got a little while left of your show still, I think. But I'm Figurative Frank, and I am signing off for this episode. Well, thanks, Figurative Frank. It was nice having you, as always. A good sport, steps by and checks on all of us. And, make sure that there is checks on all of us, much like Figurative Frank there was, sort of hovering in the air. I mean, it's an audio format because, you're not supposed to see what's going on the cameras, and, so obviously I don't want to alert anybody of any, I don't want to rat out any shapeshifters who may have, I want to say fooled, I want to say tricked or caught up with negative connotation. They may have bamboozled the human audience into believing that they are not a shapeshifter, and in fact, a normal, everyday YouTube content creator. So I understand, if you want to keep going, if you got a lot of energy. Myself, I would spend energy. So that's some energy, I always got energy.
packing heat with sandwiches in the back. Make sure you let them know. Okay. Yeah, tell them. No, that they all left. And I miss them every day that goes by. And I think I switched that. One of those was supposed to go to the sandwich or whatever that was, some kind of edible thing. And the other was supposed to go to someone. Yeah, I guess I have to, yeah. So as long as, you know, you got less stuff on there, it's like, it's not enough all the time, you got somewhat, like, you know, yeah, yeah, you like those advertisements, yeah. Those are for change, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is sad. And how often you stole this, yeah. You know, that's good for it, yeah. Alright, man, well, I'm catching the ferry boat. Both full ferries in case you don't know. But I gotta skedaddle, you know, it was nice talking to all of you. And, yeah.